I think 2012 is going to be a great year for F&B, and here's why. First of all, we have demand coming back to our hotels. We see occupancy that's very close to peak. We also see people coming back and spending more. The other thing is we're increasingly growing in places around the world where people are spending more on F&B. And then finally, in banquets and catering, as the group and meetings business comes back, we have another opportunity there. Maybe most of all, though, is that we continue to have the discipline to execute on property. So as we get the extra revenue, we're going to get more margin out of that and make the most of the opportunity.
Food and beverage is an enormous part of any travel experience. And as we're delivering great brand experiences, appropriate food and beverage delivery can help to really reinforce that brand position.
We operate over 1,300 restaurants. We operate 930 bar and lounges globally, and that's just in our owned and managed portfolio. We've got 9 recognized Michelin restaurants across the world. We also have great third-party relationships that add a sense of creativity and variability and options for our development partners. People like Jean-Georges, Alain Ducasse, Charlie Palmer. And in fact, we're particularly excited during the past year, we were able to bring the team at Culinary Concepts in-house, now fully part of the Starwood team.
I think one of the areas that we've really kind of led in innovation in the hotel space over the last decade is in the reinvention of public spaces. The creative hub for Le Méridien, clearly another gathering place, but with a different atmosphere. If you like, a more understated but still social atmosphere built around the whole scene of a coffee bar. But there's a transition there. It's not just a coffee bar. In Barcelona, the coffee and croissants makes a transition to tapas and wine.
At Starwood, we're all about innovation, and that counts for F&B also. A few things come to mind that I think are particularly exciting right now. The first is the Link Cafe. Taking advantage of the success that we've had with the Link at Sheratons around the world and making an F&B concept that's a great revenue generator at the same time and keeps our guests happy. Trace at W Hotels captures the spirit of what people are thinking about with food and beverage, going to a place that's farm to table in a way that only W can deliver. And then at the same time, the Planner's Edge events, the things that we're doing in banquets and catering to make it easier for our customers to come to our properties is another great opportunity. All of those, I think, are ways that are going to help us continue to improve in 2012. But we're also investing. We're making sure that we have the infrastructure and the support to make that come alive.
Another area of creativity is when we think about how we merge our focus on sustainability as well as our food and beverage operations. If you look at our catering teams, the way we have approached meetings and improving all of the dynamics around how we deliver beverage, how we meet the needs from a supply standpoint, all of them have a focus on delivering a sustainable, friendly option, and we know that our customers are looking for that.
One of the things we've been saying for a while is that the world is changing in our favor, and that's true for Starwood. It's also true for F&B.
Something I learned when I moved to live in Asia many years ago and spent 7 years there was the importance of hotels in delivering F&B to customers in those parts of the world. As those guests are now starting to travel internationally, they're looking for hotels as venues where they're going to eat and drink, and they have expectations.
Hospitality in Starwood has always been about delivering personalized service, giving people what they want, knowing who they are. What global personalization does is it takes technology and it attaches that to this idea so that one-on-one dialogue that we've had or that one property where we've known somebody is knowledge now that we can share across the whole system. So people feel like they have a relationship not just with one property, but with Starwood wherever they go. Understanding what individual people want. In some ways we can save money because we're not trying to give them things that they don't want. We're not giving a vegan a cheese plate. But if what they really want is miso soup, or if what they really want is a hamburger, we can find a way to do that. One of the interesting things about travel today is people are going to luxury and other destinations that they weren't thinking about even 15 or 20 years ago. And what goes along with that is an interest in trying local food.
When you just step back and think about hospitality and the basic service that we provide, we're providing a great place for people to sleep and enjoy and get respite on the road, but also to meet, socialize, and get refreshed through our food and beverage offerings. So it's clearly right in the heart of what we do day in and day out.